Visualize perfection, freshly picked ingredients, tantalizing flavors, sweet and sour intertwine, and dance into your glass. One-of-a-kind arrangements, hitting every note. Why wait for the weekend? It's on at the grill.
Tupelo Smiles is a top-notch group. They're very compassionate about what they do. They've given me the smile that I've always wanted. I've been a patient for 15 years and I wouldn't go anywhere else. I just love Tupelo Smiles.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning as always. Welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. Meteorologist Maggie McCauley. I told you I'd be tracking out some showers and storms out there for this morning. However, I didn't think it would be this heavy. We are seeing some pretty hefty storms moving through the area right now. So I want to show you exactly where those are before we kind of get into your overall forecast. Let me stop the lapse on this. Take a look at this storm I'm tracking pushing into Grenada County. Can you see that right there? Heavy rain ongoing. Again, the heaviest rain actually going to be moving south of Grenada into Carrollton and Montgomery County. Overall, though, still a very hefty storm. Even can see kind of those darker reds or blacks near Jefferson. What does that mean? I think the storm is actually dropping some hail. And when I look over to my severe threats on our system, it is tracking that right near Jefferson as well. You can kind of see those blues showing up on our severe threats. That means the potential for some hail out there this morning. So let's talk about it. Usually overestimates it. Says around 1 inch to 1/2 inch of size of hail. Now this has no severe thunderstorm warning on it as of late. So less than 1/2 inch is what we're really expecting. But again, I think this storm is definitely dropping some hail because you can see those heavy rain markers. Again, when we see those purples and blacks from right here all the way up into Grenada County, usually that means that the reflectivity or the rain on radar is being skewed by hail. So looking at that, keeping our eye on that. Either way, very heavy rain pushing south of Grenada from Jefferson up into Glenwild this morning. So if you're waking up with us, hey, some of us dealing with some very hefty rain, again, with the potential for some small hail out of this as well. I'm going to zoom out and show you the overall look of what I'm looking at because we are seeing some showers stretching from Greenville to Sunflower, Indianola, Greenwood, and then all the way up into Grenada County. It's just Grenada County stretching into Carroll, Montgomery County. That's where we're seeing the heaviest of that rain take place this morning. Again, the potential for some small hail as well. Let me go ahead and track this out. Again, this is an hour out, and then it's moving pretty much to the east, trying to push to the south as well. I'm going to go ahead and put a storm track on this as it does make its way through. I'm going to take one more look at it so I'll make sure I get the storm motion correctly. It is taking a slight dive to the south as well. Again, I'm going to put the track on the heaviest of rainfall that we're looking out here this morning. We're tracking a showered storm pushing into Grenada County that's going to continue to make its way off to the south. I'm going to track about 30 miles an hour all the way into the city of Eupora. Okay, so here's where that's going to be tracking out this morning. Duck Hill around 6:39 a.m., Lilac around 6:47, Sawyer 6:49, Sweatman 6:50, Alva 6:56, Cedar Hill 6:56 as well, into Spring Hill 7 a.m., Kilmichael 7:10 a.m., into Center 7:14 a.m., Poplar Springs 7:18 a.m. as well, and Walthall around 7:18 a.m. So again, this is going to continue to track into places like Montgomery County, Webster County, Choctaw County as it pushes through. And if it holds together, I would not be surprised if we're seeing some small hail out of this system. It is not severe. It's strong, but no severe warning on it, but still watching it pretty closely because it's just under severe limits right now. And again, a lot of lightning associated with it. So that's what we're really tracking out. Good morning to you. Thanks as always for joining us for Mississippi Live Weather on your Tuesday morning. Again, tracking out some rain for some. Let me zoom out and show you, though, that's really the only area I'm tracking out rain. Take a look at this. Mississippi Live radar seeing some showers and storms from Greenville, Hollandale to Greenwood, really into Grenada. And then the further east that you go, not tracking any rain from Corinth, Boonville, Tupelo, Amory, Columbus, all the way down into Macon. So only a select few of us dealing with these pretty hefty showers, but these will be slowing you down. Okay. So if you plan on traveling along 55 from Grenada south, you will be dealing with some very hefty rainfall. Would not want to be on the roadways this morning when that is ongoing. So that's really what I'm looking at this morning overall, and going to continue again just to monitor that, because it's just a hefty storm out there. Okay, let's get into your overall forecast. That's kind of the look of radar this morning. Let me tell you what you need to know, and let's talk other impacts out the door, shall we? So here's what you need to know for your day ahead. Rain for some today. That's why I say for some of us dealing with some rain this morning. Not everybody dealing with it, right? So rain for some today, especially within your morning hours. And then we're going to look at a dry end to the work week. So rain today, and then we're pretty much dry and good to go through Friday. However, if you got any weekend plans, I would stick up with the forecast, because rain's still looking to return at some point over your weekend. Here's what I look over in Greenwood. Again, they're seeing some showers over there as well, pretty much north of the city. Temperatures warm this morning, a lot warmer than yesterday morning. We're in the 50s and 60s across the board. 60 in Grenada, 50s a little bit further east, 50 in Corinth, 53 in Boonville, 55 in Tupelo, 52 in Vernon, 57 in Starkville. So again, not as chilly as we started off out there for your Monday, all thanks to that cloud cover and that rain that's currently moving through for some. For your day ahead, rain chances do stick around all the way through your very early afternoon. Temperature is going to be getting into the 60s by 10, 70s into your afternoon ahead. But after that, after we see that cold front pass through and those showers come into play, we're going to be turning drier for the end of the day. So I think by the latter afternoon, early evening, we're all dry. We're going to see a northerly wind in play, and then we actually start to clear out. So I think we'll see a clear later afternoon, early evening, and a clear overnight ahead. So this front pushes through pretty fast. Take a look. That's what's causing that rain over again in places like Grenada County. You can see that front extending, just now pushing really into the state of Mississippi early this morning, and again causing those showers and storms. That's going to be pushing through very quickly out by the afternoon. So if you got any afternoon plans, wouldn't be canceling them. This is really a morning and then midday event. After it does push through, we're looking at clear conditions ongoing overnight into your Wednesday. So expect Wednesday to be another cold day out there. You got any plans for your Wednesday morning? Go ahead and grab the coat yet again. We'll see high pressure in place, keeping us dry throughout the work week and keeping clear conditions in here all the way through your Thursday as well. So that's some good news if you again have any late week plans out here. Coming up next, we'll take one more look at that storm that's pushing through, the latest impacts from it. I'm going to check the National Weather Service, make sure I'm not missing anything on their side of things. And of course, we'll talk about that all-important weekend forecast and, of course, your 7-day forecast. That's all coming up right after this.
The holidays are coming, and so are your relatives. Room to Room is here to help you get ready for company. Enjoy 50% off on the furniture you need, dining, sleepers, mattresses, and more. Plus 24-month special financing. Company's coming. Get ready at Room to Room Tupelo.
A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
Scary that it can be put into anything and we can't even see it or notice it.
When people are fed, futures are nourished. They can connect with the world around them, unlock endless possibilities, and thrive. Join the movement to end hunger. Volunteer. Advocate. Donate. Go to feedingamerica.org/actnow. Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, welcome back to the Room to Room Weather Center. Still tracking out this one shower and storm right now that's pushing into really south of Grenada, southern Grenada County into Carroll and Montgomery County, northern portions of Carroll and Montgomery County. That's probably dropping some hail out there. Now, I did check the National Weather Service. They have not said anything about this storm. So what that means to me is this is looking like below severe limits, but still a strong storm out there. And take a look at this. I think it's dropping some hail just across 55 and about to cross into 51. So if you know anybody traveling in this area, I would just give it a few minutes. It's pretty fast moving. You can see again the heaviest portion, kind of see these black and purple colors. That's where we're looking at the radar being skewed potentially by some hail that's either dropping it or about to, and passing again over 55 and about to pass into 51 just before the city of Duck Hill. So that's what I'm looking at this morning. Wouldn't be surprised if some other areas are seeing that potentially as well with these other purples, but overall that's the main part of the storm I'm looking at that has the potential of dropping some hail in the mix. And I go over to our severe threats and it's still showing that as well. Now, yes, it's showing it a little bit further off to the west. It's always lags a little bit behind. So again, I'm tracking that more just between 55 and 51 out there this morning. If you are passing between those areas, again, in places like Carroll and then over into Montgomery County. Not the way you want to wake up this morning, not the way you want to take your drive into work. So if you do have to pass into these areas, one, if you can give it a few minutes, I would. Two, just make sure to take it very, very slow out there as you're making your way out in these in this portion, I guess I should say, of North Mississippi. Because take a look at this pretty heavy rain stretching through mainly the entire south portion of Grenada County and then into, again, places like Montgomery County as well. About to pass into the city of Duck Hill or just north of it. But you can see kind of this heavy band of storms stretching all the way through Grenada County, all the way down into Greenwood and Carrollton as well. So this is what we're keeping our eye on this morning. Nothing severe, but that doesn't mean it couldn't be a lot of rain and again some small hail at least out there. So definitely keeping our eye on it this morning. I'm going to put a storm track on it and then we'll talk about the rest of your forecast. So this is associated with a cold front that's making its way through the region right now. So that's what's causing that rainfall. Of course, if you are seeing this and you see any hail from it, please, after it's safe, after it's done and passed through, take a picture and send it. You can send pictures and submit pictures through our app, Mississippi Live Weather, so we get some ground truth out there this morning. Overall, I'm going to track this about 30 miles an hour to the south and east, just making sure I have an overall good picture of it. Now this is that just updated, so I'm going to update our storm track out here for you. Now here's the thing, I'm not tracking this entire cluster of storms. I'm really just tracking it out where the potential of that heaviest rain and hail is. So not tracking the entire thing, just tracking it all the way out. I'll track it out to Ackerman this time. Okay, so here is that band of heavy rain that could be potentially dropping one heavy rain for sure, but some small hail as well. So we're going to track it all the way out to places like Ackerman this morning. This is moving off to the south and east associated with the cold front. Okay, it's not severe, but it is strong and it's something you're not going to want to drive through this morning. So here's a look at when it's going to be at these places, kind of giving you a heads up this morning. In Alva at 6:47, Embry at 6:56, Center at 7:04, Stewart 7:06, Shady Grove 7:11, Wood Springs 7:11 as well, Westwood at 7:13, Grady 7:14, Pine Hill Estate 7:14, Eupora within the city of Eupora at 7:15 a.m. Into Southland Park 7:16, Sapa 7:19. So that's overall look at that. I am going to click on this one more time and make sure it's giving us all of those city, towns, and names. Sometimes it just wants to do it right where it is. So again, I'm going to make it push a little bit further so we have all of those lead times. So again, within the city of Newport, 7:19, SAPA 7:15, SAPA 7:19, into Sherwood 7:29, Reform around 7:34, into the city of Ackerman at 7:37, Tuscan 7:39. So again, this is if it holds together, and it is looking like it's weakened over the last scan that we got, but we still rather be safe than sorry and go ahead and give you a track just in case it's still just as heavy as it is right now. So continuing to watch that and still seeing those purples. You can see there that purple and that black color. That's what we're watching. That's right now past over 51 through the city of Duck Hill. So again, it's continuing to make its way through. It's going to be in places like Cedar Hill, Sugar Hill as we head over the next really 15, 20 minutes, and still seeing the potential for it dropping some small hail out there. So watching this, again, it's below severe limits, but it is a strong storm out there. Now let me zoom out to show you. You might be like, Maggie, where are you? I'm not seeing any rain. I'm tracking the heaviest of rain right now in southern portions of Grenada County. That's where we're looking at right there, all the way stretching into places in the Delta like Greenville, Greenwood, Hollandale right now. But if you're not in this select area of North Mississippi, you're not seeing any rain, because take a look at this from really Lafayette County, Boonville, Prentiss County, Alcorn County, Lee County, all the way down into the Golden Triangle region, even Attala County right now, not dealing with any rain. So only a select few this morning dealing with those showers, and it's dropping a lot of rain out there as well. Let's take a look at this. So rainfall totals this morning, if you're wondering if you've gotten rain, here's who's seen it. Again, this is only stretching into places like Drew, Glendora, and then into the city of Grenada. Let's see how much rain this has dropped, potentially up to an inch, and an inch to half an inch in the heaviest portion of this. So a lucky few, I guess you could say a lucky few, getting some rain this morning. A lot of us very, very dry. Let's talk about the rest of our day ahead. I want to show you a few cameras out there, few different looks across the area before we get into the forecast. This is the city of Cleveland. South of the area, we are seeing some rain, but not necessarily within the city. You can see some nice clouds in the distance. It's definitely cloudy, even if you're not dealing with rain out there this morning. Same story. Take a look at this live look over in Lee County. Very dry in Lee County right now, but still dealing with a lot of clouds. Those clouds act like a blanket. They keep us warm overnight. They keep the heat trapped in. So temperatures starting off in the middle 50s. Still cool out there, but definitely not as cool as yesterday morning. As for airport delays, we're not tracking any airport delays region-wide. So if you know anybody coming in and out of the area through all of our regional airports, Memphis International, Little Rock, Oklahoma City, over into Birmingham and Atlanta, you're good to go. Let's talk about your school bus forecast. Temperatures in the 50s this morning for the most part. So not as cool, but probably still going to need the coat out the door. And then we're seeing that slight rain chance. So go ahead and grab that umbrella, especially if you're in those places that I tracked out for those kiddos. By pickup, I think most of us are very dry out there, warmer, and a lot of sunshine in the forecast for the back half of the day. So kind of two different stories depending on the front half and the back half of your Tuesday. Temperatures for this afternoon going to be topping off in the middle to low 70s, depending on where you are. Most of us in the middle 70s, 76 in Bruce, 76 in Grenada, 76 over in Clarksdale, 75 in New Albany, 73 up in Corinth in Alcorn County. So most of us topping off in the middle 70s today. Let's talk about when this cold front is going to be through the area. So as we head through 9, a lot of those same places still getting rainfall from Lee County, Water Valley, all the way down into Cleveland as this front continues to push through. I think by lunchtime, we're seeing these showers mainly shifting into the Golden Triangle region and south of the area. And as this sweeps through, take a look at this. By 3, 4 o'clock, by the time you're picking the kids up, maybe getting off work a little bit early, got those afternoon practices, I think we're seeing a northerly winded play and even cloud cover clearing out of the forecast. So a different afternoon, nice afternoon. Don't be canceling those plans just because you're seeing rain on radar this morning. Going into your evening ahead, we will stay clear overnight Tuesday into your Wednesday. And because of that cold front that comes through on your Wednesday morning, you can expect it to feel like Monday, even maybe a few degrees cooler. So If you don't need the coat this morning, you definitely will out the door for your Wednesday. Wednesday stays dry and clear all day long with just that northerly wind in place. So very nice day out there by the middle portion of our work week with lots of sunshine as well all throughout your day. Going into your Thursday, things stay dry and clear as well. So clear days ahead after today and really after this morning. As for how much rainfall we're going to be seeing from the system, most of us not even picking up 1/10 of an inch. But if you're lucky enough, like portions of Grenada County to get under that heavy pockets that move through, yes, you could be the lucky few that see an inch. Most will not see that. Rain chances ahead. We are going to be dry to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So good to go for those community college games on Thursday. Good to go for those Friday night football games on your Friday as well. Rain chances do go up as we head into the weekend. So I've told you, keep checking up with the weekend forecast if you have any plans. We're looking at rain chances really starting to uptick as we head into our Sunday. So back half of Saturday, overnight into Sunday right now looking like the main chance for rain. But even into next week, things remain pretty unsettled going into Tuesday and Wednesday as well. So enjoy the dry conditions while we have it through your work week. Rain chances really go up as we head into the weekend and then into our new work week ahead. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. We're looking at temperatures in the middle 70s today, low 70s tomorrow. As I said, Wednesday and Thursday morning, might need the coat out the door. Temperatures back in the 40s out there. Definitely chilly out the door as you're headed out Wednesday and Thursday. A little bit warmer into your Friday. Middle 70s still sticking around for the afternoon. And then rain chances do return for your weekend ahead. So definitely going to want to keep checking up with the forecast. If you do have any weekend plans, I want to talk about that storm one more time with you before I do let you go this morning. Let's get an updated look at it. I think it's looking a little bit better out there, not seeing those radar returns as dark as they were, but still some very, very heavy rain out there if you're looking into places like Montgomery County. So really just sitting into places like Sweatman, Alva. Again, we did just track that out for those places. So that's now moved in over there. I'm going to take a look at our severe threats. Yeah, still seeing the potential for hail out there. Possible, not necessarily likely, but definitely possible. As you can see that kind of light gray right there, and then also showing up on our severe threats as well. So still seeing the potential for that, continuing to drop some hail south of the city of Lilac and into Alva. I'm going to track this out one more time before I do let you go this morning. And again, I want to make sure I'm getting the storm motion correct. So watching that, okay. I'm going to track it out from where the potential hail is. So not tracking out this entire cluster of showers and storms, but that heaviest of rain. Going to track that out all the way. Hold on, I'm going to clear this out one more time and track it out a little bit more than that. So we'll track out a little bit more of the storm just to be on the safer side. So about 30 miles an hour. Here's where we're expecting it to be as we head over the next 15, trying to see what time it is, 30 minutes. So here's a look at that. In places like Center at 7:05 a.m., Shady Grove 7:10, Kilmichael 7:10, into Stewart 7:14, Whites Creek West 7:14, Grady 7:15, Gibson 7:17, into Pine Hill Estates at 7:17 as well. So again, this is going to continue to track in. Eupora at 7:18 a.m., into Southland Park 7:19, Huntsville 7:29, Williams 7:39 out there. So that's going to continue to track in. As it does, it has the potential of dropping some small hail and very much so some very heavy rain out there this morning. So just want to track that out one more time for you before I do let you go, because again, very heavy rain associated with that, if nothing else this morning. That's what I'm tracking out on our Mississippi Live radar. Want to show you one more thing before we do let you go this morning. As you know, our chief meteorologist Matt Lawpon is in Australia. Here's his latest update.
Well, hey there, Chief Meteorologist Matt Lawpon from high above the valley floor here in the O'Reilly Rainforest Retreat, one of the drier portions. What you see behind me, some eucalyptus trees. You know, the O'Reilly family has been here since the early 1900s, before this was actually a national park and a World Heritage location. You know, they actually, I'm not good with heights, so we're going to walk close to the edge and then we're going to stop. But it used to take 2 days to get up into this retreat. You'd be here on holiday for 1 day, vacation for 1 day, and then 2 days back. And down there toward the edge where there's kind of a, I don't know if you can even really see it, changing color there, way down there, is how they used to get people in a long, long time ago. This Walla rainforest is the slightly more arid part of it. And it's amazing how it just changes so much just in this area here. I mean, look at the shot though here toward the horizon. Just incredible how high we are, and I just don't think the video here is going to do it true justice. But again, appreciate the good folks at MLM for sponsoring this Wonders of Australia tour. I'll leave you with the beautiful shot here toward the horizon. But for Mississippi Live Weather, I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Lawpon.
Isn't that just so cool? Love getting to see Matt's updates. As always, thank you to MLM Clothiers for allowing us to get to see every part of his adventure in Australia. As always, I'll be back in the next 5 minutes. Stay a little bit longer than I usually do tracking out this storm. So we'll be back in the next 5 minutes. Make sure to tune in at 7 a.m. I'm going to kind of reset here and we'll look at those latest scans on radar with that storm that's passing through in places like Grenada, Carroll, Montgomery, Webster County as well right now. So we'll take a look at where that storm is and its latest returns on radar. And of course, we'll look at your 7-day forecast coming up in the next.
We've got plenty of them. You can see them in the background. 0% this month for finance. Got great cash offers. Come and check them out right here in Boonville at Murphy Brothers. Get your new Mahindra 4500 series from Mahindra today at Murphy Brothers.
Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.